fire that man.
Carry on.
Anyway, no, Becca Ray, you're a snob. I don't know, but I think that woman has talent. That voice was
No, as soon as I heard her voice, I thought she was a pro.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a big voice.
And I like that.
You need that.
When I mentioned Taylor Swift to her, she made just kind of a little frown. She's not really from, the South and everything. She's from Bucks County, I think, originally.
Well, there's a lot of big-name country music stars, you're like Buddy Miller, right out of Princeton, Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Right, that's true, too.
Right out of Princeton. You can come from anywhere and be a country star.
You can still be cool in country.
Hank Snow, I think he was Canadian.
Eddie Rabbitt, remember him? He was from, actually, New York City. He went from
really?
Brooklyn to Kentucky.
I thought he was Missouri.
But I'm more excited.
Eddie Rabbitt.
Eddie Rabbitt. We have a homegrown Princeton trio. Well, you married someone. This is Jeff Bergman. I went to high school with, class of 1980.
Nice to see you, Adam.
Yes. Hopefully they can hear me. Jeff, you're an entrepreneur. You're CEO. You're a businessman.
Chief tasting officer.
CTO.
Yeah. And then you married this woman. And what have you created? What have you done?
Well, with the inspiration from my mother-in-law, actually, the artisanal rosemary shortbread. It was my mother-in-law's recipe, and I would make it, and people would just go crazy for it. So I decided to start making it on my own, and
We had some encouragement by some of our friends who also have local businesses, including Mavis and Jeremy
Stein,
who's at
from
Nassau Street Seafood.
Yeah, when I first started making it, I made it for a birthday party, actually, and Mavis said how much she loved it, and she really encouraged me to start marketing it.
So you knew you had a potentially good product, but this is merely an idea. To make the idea a reality, what were some of the steps that you had to take to create an actual business?
Okay, well,
that scares me. How do you
it is kind of amazing to take something like a recipe and make it into a business. The first thing that we had to do was get insurance, because before you can even get a kitchen, you have to have insurance.
Because you can't just do this in your home. You have to go rent someplace.
Right. You're not allowed.
You need a real bakery.
Right.
Right.
So money's already going out. You haven't even started
Cash expenditures.
Right. Jeremy was instrumental because he did our test market for us. And once we did the test market, we knew we had a viable product. So then we said, okay, now where do we go? So you have to find a kitchen. If you want to sell retail, you have to have a commercial kitchen. So that was our next step, looking for our kitchen. So we found a kitchen.
A cooperative with some other small
At
business.
the time, it wasn't. Yeah, at the time, it was not a cooperative.
Oh.
I was the first.
You were the first.
Lessee in it, yeah. And it was a catering kitchen. And so once I had the kitchen, then you go to the next step. You need insurance. You need liability insurance up to $2 million.
$2 million?
$2 million, yeah.
Hold it. So you're trying to start a small business during this recession, or maybe another recession. It sounds kind of onerous.
We had a lot of.
This is just the getting started.
It's daunting, and for somebody who's starting a very small business like this, we constantly get people calling us, how did you do this? Oh, you're baking out of your home. And like, no, you can't bake out of your home. It's, and it really puts some people off. But if you believe in your product and you believe you have a good product, then that gives you the inspiration to keep going forward.
So you need access to a large quantity of ingredients on a regular basis.
Yes.
How did you arrange this?
At first, I went through all of the Princeton metro area, and I found not the cheapest, the least expensive, high-quality product that I could find. My flour is unbleached, unbromated. I use local herbs, of course, local honey.
There's a variety of local herbs that you use.
Yes.
And you have different sources for them.
Yes, I do. Sometimes I use from, and I checked with the health department, local gardens, Friends Gardens for the rosemary. I actually, use the school gardens for the lavender and the rosemary at Littlebrook School Gardens. My son goes there, and they have a garden club, and I thought, how great to get them involved. Kind of the Gabby Carbone method from the Bent Spoon. She gets her products from the school gardens, and she uses them in her store, and then she gives back to the school gardens, gives back to the community. So that's what I did. Littlebrook School Gardens, they have a patch of rosemary and lavender, and I give back. Organic, and I also use organic lavender from Bucks County.
The organic's better.
I believe so.
I think
It's
you
a
can-
higher
Taste-wise,
quality.
Organic's going to go better.
Right, that's right.